The shuttle cracked through the atmosphere like a wounded bird, flames licking its sides, alarms shrieking in every direction. Inside, Commander Leora Vance braced herself against the impact couch, fingers digging into the straps. Stabilizers offline. The ship's AI droned. Yeah, no kidding, she muttered. Planet Astra 9 had been tagged as uninhabited, a lush, overgrown world of microoceans, green mist, and colossal flora. No cities. No signals. No life higher than insects. Or so the scanners said. They were wrong. The shuttle slammed into a wall of vine-covered trees, skidding across bioluminescent moss like a stone across water. When it finally stopped, steam hissing from the hull, Leora exhaled in shaky relief. She was alive. The canopy door groaned open, spilling fluorescent green light into the cabin. Leora stepped out and froze. The jungle was breathing. Every vine, leaf, and blossom moved in slow rhythmic waves, pulsing with faint internal light, like the entire forest was one living organism inhaling and exhaling as a single being. All right, Astra 9, she whispered. Show me what I don't know. The Watchers. Her boots sank into soft moss that glowed brighter under pressure, sending ripples outward. Strange bird-like calls echoed overhead, but she couldn't see anything. The canopy was too thick, too alive. She activated her visor's scanner. Life signs. Advanced. Anoan humanoid. Mobile. Observing. Observing, she read aloud. That's when the vines shifted. Not wind. Intention. Shapes emerged between the trunks. Not animals, not plants, something in between. Humanoid silhouettes fashioned from tightly woven vines and bark, eyes glowing amber like carved jewels. Leora's breath hitched. Hello, she tried. The vine creatures tilted their heads in perfect unison. Then one stepped forward. Its voice sounded like leaves rustling in a storm. Wakedyu. Leora stumbled back. You speak. It raised an arm, a lattice of vines that grew thicker, curling like muscles. Youstponus. Confusion shot through her. On you? The moss. The creature's eyes brightened. Wearethejungle. The living world. The forest vibrated. Thick roots surged upward like serpents. Flowers opened and closed rapidly, colors strobing warnings. The breathing rhythm intensified. Slow became fast, calm became alert. The entire planet was responding to her presence. You're a collective, Leora whispered. One consciousness spread across the ecosystem. Awakenedfellfromsky. Her crash had startled them, like a stone thrown into a sleeping mind big as a world. Leora steadied her voice. I didn't come to harm you. The creature leaned close. Its face was a mask of bark, its breath cool and smelling like wet earth. Answerthenwhyyoubringthe. She swallowed. They meant technology. Engines. Metal. Heat. Everything alien jungles feared. I don't bring fire, she said. I bring knowledge. Curiosity. The jungle murmured around her, a sound like millions of leaves brushing. Then the creature touched her chest lightly. Heartfast. I'm nervous, she admitted. You're overwhelming. The creature nodded as if understanding emotion for the first time. The call of the heartrate. Can you take me to your leader? She asked, then immediately regretted how ridiculous that sounded. But the creature simply pointed to the ground. Heartroot. Roots beneath her boots began glowing, tracing complex patterns outward into the forest like neural pathways lighting up. She followed. The vine beings moved with eerie grace, steps in perfect sync. Leora's scanner malfunctioned repeatedly. Readings spiked off the charts, then dropped to zero, as if reality itself warped in pockets. The deeper they went, the louder the breathing forest became. It wasn't sound, it was vibration, humming inside her bones. Then she saw it. A colossal heartroot tree towering above the canopy, so massive it held clouds around its branches. Its trunk pulsed like a heartbeat, and every vine being bowed in its presence. "This is your core," Leora whispered. "Your mind." The heartroot opened a fissure in its bark, releasing warm amber light. A voice filled her mind. "WEDREAMEDALONEFORMILLENNIA and OWYOUWAKEUS. Leora felt pressure behind her eyes, not painful, but immense. "You're telepathic," she said. "Planet-scale telepathy." ALLISONE. The warning. The heartroot continued. MANYFIREBRINGERSCOME. WESEETHEMINYOURFUTURE. Her stomach dropped. "You've seen other humans?" NOTYET. BUTTHEYCOME. THEYCUT. THEYBURN. It wasn't a memory. It was a prophecy. A vision of what would happen when corporations learned about a living world dense with rare bioluminescent minerals and planet-scale biointelligence. "No," Leora said. "I won't let that happen. I'll end the mission. Hide your existence." The vines around her rustled with uncertainty. The heartroot pulsed stronger. CANONEHUMANSTOPTHEFIRE. She looked straight at the glowing fissure and said, "Yes." Even if it cost her everything. The bond. A tendril rose from the earth, glowing faint blue, and wrapped lightly around her wrist. Not harming, connecting. Leora gasped as a rush of images flooded her. Vast underground networks. Memories of storms centuries old. Creatures born from flowers. A world dreaming. A world fearing. A world choosing to trust her. When the tendril released, a faint blue mark glimmered on her skin like a tattoo. "What did you do?" BOND. YOUSPEAKFORUS. A diplomatic link. Living proof of their trust. A weight settled on her shoulders. A responsibility larger than any mission. The awakening. The jungle around her stirred again, but this time, not in fear. In welcome. The vines shifted aside, forming a clear path back to the crashed shuttle. The heartroot's final words echoed in her mind. "GO. TELLTHESKY. WALKERSTHEWORLDLIVES. Leora nodded. "I will protect you." As she entered her damaged ship and began rewiring the distress beacon, she hesitated. She could call for rescue, or she could send a message that hid the truth. She glanced at the glowing blue mark on her wrist. Decision made. She typed, "Planet uninhabited. Unsuitable for extraction. Recommend quarantine." Her finger hovered over send. Then she pressed it. Outside, the jungle exhaled, slowly, peacefully, and the glowing vines dimmed to a soft, serene rhythm. Astra 9 went back to sleep. But now it dreamed with her.